because he had to be riding and training, and he was on the other side of the country from where his family is still from in Utah, where they work jobs. So that's the most modern way of doing it. You get into these training facilities early, and hey, it's hard to argue the results. Marchbanks was the man-child here last year. Now he's pro with Monster Pro Circuit Kawasaki.
I don't know, man. That would scar me, man. Being away from my family on Christmas, it would literally scar me. I love Christmas.
Oh, so the one thing, it's not the living in a racetrack in a motorhome. That's not it. It's not the leaving and moving to the other side of the country at age 10. The part that really scarred Rodney, Christmas.
You're right. Yeah, that's the part that really gets me. With a mouthful of Oreos.
Oreos, yeah. Rodney pretty much always has. Rodney, when he gets a little emotional up here, it's kind of like a pacifier. We just pop an Oreo in Rodney's mouth, and tears dry up. Yep. So we continue to roll through our 50cc racing, our Lucas Oil starting gate, and we are underway with another 50cc moto. We're going to go through 4 of them, and we've completed 2. Congrats out to Ryder Dorigo with that win in the last one, and a great job on the podium as well. It's really cool to interview those kids. Kevin Kelly back in the tower. Rodney is chasing the Oreos with his energy drink of choice, which is a Red Bull. So Rodney's all sorts of fired up in this tower. Noah Shu has your 51 4-6 limited hole shot award.
Are those kids all twins right there? All have the same exact gear combo. It's all yellow. There's 5 kids. Like, how will you even decide who's who?
Like a
yellow
discount.
helmets. Was that? Yeah, that was a basketball team. There's a Pastor lead, 3rd to 1st.
Wow, he's using one inside line.
That's impressive.
Without a rut. Look,
There's
it's 3 wide.
The yellow jersey back there, that's like the Tour de France. We can't have but one of you guys wearing that, guys.
Yeah, we're going to start doing these motos with elapsed time, like the Tour de France instead of moto scores. And somebody's going to come into the final moto with a yellow jersey on. So
and
Noah
the yellow
Shu,
jersey winner here, Noah Shu through the Pyrenees.
Noah Shu has been shuffled back after getting that hole shot.
I want to go ahead and apologize to all of you West Coasters because I just spent the last 30 minutes up there doing that promo thing that Jeremy had us do for Red Bull Straight Rhythm.
Red Bull, yeah.
Pretty much
Red
beating
Bull.
up the West Coast and my hatred of Jeremy McGrath back in the day. That was pretty much my entire theme. I just couldn't stand the guy. He knows it now. We've had a conversation. Damon Bradshaw was my guy. Yeah, I told Jeremy that. I said, I couldn't stand you, man. I read that Cycle News article way back in '93. They had this big story on you. I was like, God, he's coming. We can't stop him. For 72 Saturday nights, you crushed the dreams of every East Coast motocross fan.
Yeah, actually, we were talking 90s with some of the folks at Red Bull for some stuff they have coming for Straight Rhythm later in the year. And I did the same stuff you did. I really feel like the 90s really was divided into 2 eras. When the 90s started, all those guys...
We retired them. You're done.
Yes, they're not associated with the 90s. It's basically like...
And they were there. Matasevich, Stanton, Kudrowski.
You're done.
You're out of gas.
You're done.
He retired you.
Yeah, he retired
and now
you.
I'll take over.
I will own the 90s.
He immediately retired them. It was a violent retirement. Like they still had good years of service left.
Picking people off.
You don't come in your first year and win the Supercross title unless you're Jeremy McGrath or Ryan Dungey.
It reminded me of that movie Taken, where it's just slicing dudes up, laying them out nonstop. That's carnage everywhere.
Jean-Michel Bell, you're done. Jeff Stanton, you're done. Kudrowski, you're done. LaRocco, you're done. And he didn't retire Kevin Windham, but good Lord, he beat him 4 million times.
Crushed some dreams. But I'll tell you, as we watch 50cc 4-6 headed toward the finish here, and then we'll give you the rundown once they get to the line. During the Q&A with McGrath last night, one of the winners of a prize, kid's first name was Ezra. So the mom comes up to get the prize, and I'm like, hey, where'd you get that name from? And she's like, we live in the same town as Ezra.
Bainbridge, Georgia.
Yeah. So I said, ooh, I don't know if that's cool with Jeremy. Jeremy's like, oh, you know Ezra? How's he doing? How's he doing? And then he took time to ask her, what is Ezra up to? How's he doing? I haven't talked to him in a while. Give him my best. That's how cool Jeremy McGrath is.
That's it's full circle with me because I am probably the biggest fanboy of Jeremy McGrath. I really appreciate the person he is and how he handles the public. He's the best at what he does, hands down.
He is. He's the king in more ways
than one. I'm talking about you, Rodney. We're talking about Ezra,
Martin.
McGrath.
He's the one that made those maneuvers into the lead. We were watching Mason Moore. This is not the parade lap, folks. They're actually battling through those rutted corners. It's just difficult on a 50.
As soon as they come into them, they all just, the feet come off, and you just kind of walk your way through the ruts, as you see right here. Another one walking his way through. It's the Blackwater 1000 for the 50s. There's Timmy Coombs leading again here. He's
CR500 in the 50
class. In the 50 class. What? That's not even fair.
Colt Martin leads the way. Travis Schneider is second. Easton Graves third. Mason Moore.
Valentine from Emma.
Mason Moore's fourth, and Max Daniels. Is this specific because we're in the 50cc class? Is that why this is here? You had a challenge for us. Okay.
It's a good man.
Emil from Three Palms threw a challenge down to Kevin and I yesterday and said, best joke gets $20. And then I saw Emil later in the day and he said, there weren't any funny jokes at all. Y'all ain't getting nothing. At the Texas style.
Y'all ain't
So
getting
he's
nothing.
come up here with a ceremonial presentation of the envelope. Jason and Kevin, good handwriting.
We'll send what's the accounting firm that always had the sealed?
Yes. Yeah, it's Ernst
Yes.
Wagner or something like that. Body Bag Wagner. As Colt Martin continues to lead. What do we have? This is more writing. Come on. Can you read this, Brian?
No, he can't. If it's Braille, he could.
Okay. Oh, all right. Dear Kevin and Jason,
Wow.
Emil here just wanted you to both know your comedy performance is lacking. In an effort to help increase the comedy performance, Three Palms would like to contribute $20 each so you guys can buy yourself some funny. Good luck. God bless. And keep the comedy
Is that like
real.
a backhanded compliment? I'm thinking,
Hey, there's real money in here. He's actually paying us to inspire us to be funny.
please be funny. I will pay you. You have
I will
sucked
pay
so
you.
bad.
Yes, exactly.
I'm going
I
to
will
pay you to be funny.
To be good.
It was in the size of a. You remember the Valentines you would go buy and give the kids? That's the size of
Yes.
this little envelope here. I expected it to pop out with a little heart in there.
Yeah, you always had that one kid in second grade you couldn't remember the name of, so you had everyone labeled except one. And then
Yes.
you're like, I don't remember. You were too dumb because you were in second grade, and you could not remember who you were supposed to give that to. You could not remember, oh, there's the kid whose name I do not know, and it doesn't have a name in the envelope. And then you'd give some other kid two, and then that kid would get nothing. Well, I'm glad to see we failed that test so spectacularly.
So we need to
Thanks,
suck
Emil.
more often. We get paid more. That's how it works.
Yeah. Oh, we
All
can
right?
do a whole lot worse.
Yeah, trust me.
We can do a whole lot worse
You
if
don't
we're going to
even
get paid
know.
for it.
Emil from Three Palms got a big race coming up. Emil, when is your what is it? Moto Games?
Moto Games. It's coming up in November, and maybe you can come and announce for us.
Maybe we'll have to see here. I don't know if I suck this bad. I don't want to suck at your track too.
Well, we do have a training program at Three Palms just for announcers like yourself and Jason, and we do feel like we could make some drastic improvements with your mediocrity comedy.
Okay,
There it is.
maybe I have a camp there. I'm pumped because Kevin and I are staying in a cabin. We always stay together.
Always.
Tradition.
Period.
And Kevin, I was smart enough to show up as late as possible, so I did not have time to go to the grocery store. So Kevin got all our food for the cabin.
Yep.
So I essentially owe him money, and now I've just picked up some money. So it's
Got
going
it
to be
coming
a
and
zero
going.
net, zero net dollars spent on food. Y'all fell for it again. How about that?
So you sucked on purpose and you made money for it. Emil,
back now. All
Safe
right, good to
travels
see you,
back
folks.
to Three Palms in Houston, Texas. Big race coming up November.
Thank you.
Moto Games, check them out. Three Palms.
They ain't
They're-
playing.
No.
They ain't playing at Moto Games.
No.
They ain't playing.
No games
Hey, serious.
at Moto
Ain't
Games.
playing no games
Let's check
at
back
Moto
in
Games.
with our
Don't you
5146
look
special
at that money, Rodney.
limited.
Don't you even
Colt.
look at those $20 bills.
Don't even think about it. Yeah, Brian can't look because he's blind.
Yeah, that's the way
That's
I
the
like
point.
it.
Like to hang out with
Get your
blind
sticky
people.
hands out of there. Yep.
Braille $20 bills, he's in.
So Colt Martin continues to lead. No changes in the running order. But look at the gap that Martin has opened up. Colt Martin has got a 13-second advantage over Travis Schneider. And Easton Graves is third. Was that actually a form of a bribe from Emil at Three Palms? I mean, he just
He's from
left money
Texas.
up here.
There's some winking going on and
Yep.
some of that stuff.
Yep.
Use this any way you see fit
Yeah.
there, little buckaroo.
Buy yourself some
Why did he
comedy.
turn into like the biggest rancher? Hey there, fella.
Yeah, I didn't know. He actually just rode up here on a horse.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it. He said he's headed back to, he got the Conestoga wagon,
Yep.
and they're headed back to Texas. Travis Schneider on the 82 is on your screen right now. Now, we've got a battle on our hands. I think Easton Graves has been able to catch up. The first 2 laps, everyone was pretty much spread out. Oh, do you see the impact Travis Schneider's taking when he hits those sand whoops with 4 inches of suspension travel?
Yeah, the number 82 rolling through those. Those are, he loses sight. He goes down. You lose him in the shot, and he comes
That's
back
right.
up. You see the top of the helm, back down in the bottom of the
We
hole.
might have to put whip flags on these bikes, like when you go out
There
to
you go.
Glamis.
Yeah, so you can see the kids. There's the number 31 of Easton Graves, working his way around the racetrack. Look at him. He jumped up onto that little step up. Easton Graves popping this little tabletop. He is fearless. Going around the big sweeper now. Graves, as we follow him, the drone has moved in for the attack, for the kill.
Hard for the drone to stay airborne at the proper speeds to keep up with these a little bit slower 50cc machines. Oh, there's Graves down on the
That's it.
inside.
Schneider, that's Travis Schneider. That's who Easton Graves is working on, the 82 machine. They're right in front of us.
Yep.
Put a splash of gasoline, you can ride the. Oh, he went off the track.
Whoa, is that Schneider off the track?
Oh, he's off. Will he hold on to the spot?
Whoa!
Yeah,
And they
right.
almost crashed over the tunnel of love.
I'm sorry about hit you. I'm sorry about that.
Travis Snyder would not get off the gas, stayed in it, and stayed in second
He
place.
got off the track but didn't get off the gas. Right
That's
by
right.
the billboards. Now they're heading to the mechanics area. Look at that. The arms are slinging. Go, boy.
And you can hear them. Only in the 50cc class when you actually hear the parents yelling.
Yep.
A, they're louder, and B, the bikes are quieter. Easton Graves back in third, still working on Travis Schneider. That's the battle we're watching on the screen. Behind them, Mason Moore, Max Daniels fifth, Gavin Aboud is sixth, Raphael Rossitier is seventh, Ezra Robertson is
There's
eighth.
your guy.
Yep, Cade Nightingale ninth, Cameron Travis 10th, Owen Malone is 11th, Noah Shue had the whole shot back to 12th now, Colton Chaplin, Cameron Cook, and Bryson Woodman is chopping away at the field. The Woodman in the number 15 position. Colt Martin, I'll tell you what, his Colt does have the orange nub on the end of it to designate it as a toy gun.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking 4 to
No,
6
we
year
have
olds.
zero tolerance here for weapons at the ranch. But his
Yeah.
motorcycle has the front end is all orange to let you know it's not a real.
It's not a real, yeah, it's
Right,
just a
right.
toy.
Just like the toy
Yep.
guns.
I believe there is a sign down in the staging area. No weapons past this point. Do not go on the track, Colt Martin,
With
with
your
the Colt
gun.
45. Yeah, not allowed on the
Colt
track.
45, Martin out front 47. Huge lead, too.
Did you see that, by the way, at your Atlanta Supercross? They had such high security at that new Mercedes-Benz
Mercedes-Benz
stadium
Dome?
that they were patting riders down.
Yes.
Weston Pike got patted down searching for weapons in his riding gear.
He is
Yeah.
a true weapon for JGR, so I could see with him breaking him down. He's kind of
Yeah, what do you do if you're just tough like him? You can search the guy all you want.
I'm
He
still-
still is a weapon.
with my bare hands.
Yeah, my bare hands.
I could hurt you.
He actually took a couple of them out.
Yeah, I got searched. We were all going in at the same gate. They sent me all the way around. I was like, I'll
Yeah.
see you in about 3 hours, and I'll walk around this
Yes.
ginormous stadium because I can't go in with these guys with the same
No.
credentials.
The riders getting searched in their gear before they went out for practice. Colt Martin continues to lead, 22-second lead now.
Wow. We're looking about 3 more minutes of racing action, which means maybe 1 lap.
That means about 0 more minutes of me up in this tower.
Gonna head
and
down.
a whole lot more time for me on the podium.
Oh, this is great. We can't get enough of you down there on that podium,
See if
Jason
Colt
White.
Martin can hang on to this lead. What do we got a battle here?
So we got Brian Spencer up here.
We got a battle on screen. Trying to see, is that the 45? I think that might be a rider they just lapped. What kind
Yes,
of
that is.
28? That's back in
That's Raphael
14.
Rossiter.
Raphael Rossiter. All right, go ahead, Kevin.
Brian Spencer, our spotter up here. He is our blind race correspondent. Brian, what are you seeing out there on the racetrack?
You know, Kevin, just like I have for the past 30 plus years, absolutely nothing. Next question, please.
Back to you, Jason Wygant.
All right, excellent analysis there.
That was our eye in the sky, Brian Spencer, the blind motocross enthusiast. He's a great sport.
Yeah, we had Brian actually on the TV show from this event last year. Our man, Big Brad Jones from NBCSN. Really cool feature. Brian's one of our favorite characters at the racetrack. Cannot see, but is still a huge motocross fan for the sound of it. So
Yeah,
really
this
cool
is-
to have him with us.
This is Brian's Christmas. Like, he talks about this on social media. He can't wait for this to get here. He is as big a fan. If you think you're a fan, this guy can't even see. He's a bigger fan than you are because he is all in. He will stand up all day in the heat and watch the racing. Well, listen to the racing. Listen to us talk about the racing as we continue to talk about Colt Martin on the 4th lap. There's a look at number 82, Travis Schneider, and Mason Moore now on the 24 machine. That's who you were talking about a moment ago, Mason Moore. There's a look at the 47, our leader, Colt Martin, coming through the 10 Commandments. The 37 and the 47, I believe the 37 is a lap rider as your leader works his way around. Colt Martin, number 47 on the Cobra. Cobra running top 8. They own the entire top 8 here. There's a look at 82 now coming through the 10 Commandments. That's Travis Schneider. He had a 3:13 lap time, 24 seconds back of your leader. Colt Martin putting the fastest lap down on lap 2 with a 2:56.595. Not bad for the little 6-shooter Colt Martin. Probably 6 years old. This is the 51 4-6. Got some of this money that Jason Wygant forgot to take with him, so Brian Spencer, if you want to have some of that, by all means, jump on it, man.
I'm actually down in the impound area here at the finish line, and the lunchbox. This is crazy for Tim Tooley, who's one of our technical vice president, senior vice president of technical operations. Is that what we're going to call you? Senior director of technical operations down here. His lunch is a bag of chips and some contact cleaner. That's how they do it down here in the impound area. Contact cleaner on the side, and then chips. That's the main meal. Probably get some 10W40, some full synthetic.
Is that Lucas Oil Contact Cleaner? Big thanks to them for providing the lunches there for our guys. Pure oil.
That's how much of a technical guy these guys are. They drink oil. You think you know a thing about motors?
You don't know anything
You
about
got nothing
motors.
compared to these guys.
That is impressive. So the checker flag is out. You did it, my man. Number 47, Colt Martin, knocks down a win. Let's see where Travis Schneider is. Number 82 on his trusty Cobra machine there.
Yeah, we got our Colt Martin all the way up on the podium, and I think he just caught air
On
the podium ramp.
That's impressive.
That's how fast he's going.
Wow.
He wouldn't even slow down for the podium. And the rest of the field coming through, waiting on second and third. Colt Martin firing today. Colt on that number 47. And here's our second place finisher, Travis Schneider, cruising on in. And Mason Moore has officially locked up that third place spot. So I'm going to head to the stage and hand out a gold medal. What a performance by Colt. I love the 50 class. I don't care. You can bring the whole family up here for any class you want. This is the only group that does it. With sisters hanging out on the podium before. Because you know, you win in this division, it is absolutely a family affair. I don't think Colt's able to drive himself to the racetrack quite yet. Gold medal, let's hear it for Colt Martin. Yeah, that's the spirit. How was that moto, Colt?
It really did. I just put my head forward and started the whole way.
There you go. Some of the ruts were super deep. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
How do you get through those, man?
Stab pin
Pin it wide open and stand up. It's good advice for anybody. Colt, what's sponsors? Who do you want to thank?
GPF, Alpine Store, King Turbo Florida, Mom and Dad, and JT Racing, and that's it.
There it is, folks, the number 47. Let's hear it. Colt Martin. All right, awesome performance by Colt. You guys can hang out, have some fun. He's probably earned himself a toy for that. Maybe make a Target run or so when this is over. Head over to the Moto Tees. I think they've got all kinds of motorcycle toys. Let's bring up our second place finisher. Head on up there. And second place is Travis Schneider. All right, Travis, how was your race?
Good.
Take me through it. How'd it go?
I crashed on that the step up, and then that triple. I jumped it, and then I landed on a breaker bump, and it just kicked me right over the bars.
And you still came back for a second?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, how about that? That's awesome. Triples are tough on the 50, no doubt. Who do you want to thank?
God, family, friends, Lampy MX Training, SGB, Motocross, Vest.com, Performance Track, 360 Specialties, Weddings at Indian Ridge, Valley Moto Shop, Garage Stores of Naples.
There it is, folks. Let's hear it for Travis Schneider. Her right there. She's going to get your photo with the silver. And third place is going to go to, is that Mason? Let's bring him on up. All right, good job, Travis. Thank you very much. And here's the bronze for Mason Moore. Yeah, that's right. Good job, Mason. How did your race go, Mason?
Good.
Take me through it. What happened out there?
I almost got the hole shot. And I almost wrecked.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom and dad and my papa and Nana and Bees Middlelav and Cobra and Amazonia.
All right, let's hear it from Mason Moore, third place. All right, that's awesome. All right, these kids have all learned a trip to the creek, maybe a trip to the toy aisle at their favorite store. You can't go to Toys R Us anymore. It doesn't exist. Can't believe that. We have our hole shot winner. We got it. All right, I got a big check for him. Let's hear it for our Bell Helmets hole shot winner. All right, Mr. Shoe, who do you want to thank?
My mom and dad, TMA, Mitten Cycle, X-Brand, Answer. I forgot about all the rest.
Let's hear it. Bell Helmets hole shot award winner. Let's hear it for Shoe. Hold that up. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Awesome job. That's 3 50cc classes. And now brace yourselves. If you're sitting in your motorhome, you won't want to get into the driver's seat and put the seatbelt on because we are about to unleash approximately 40 ground-pounding horsepower total of the entire gate, 40 horsepower between all 40 bikes combined. And we are going to put some thunder into the weather as we unleash this 50cc shaft drive class.
We are about to bring the heat here, folks. It's race number 2, moto number 2 for these young men. Brayton Craiglow comes in here with a first-place moto finish. Isaac Ling was your second-place finisher. Bode Bradford was third. Brayton Willis fourth. Kylan Stewart was fifth. Zane Libretto sixth. Keiki DeFino was seventh. Easton McWhorter was eighth. Reed Cohn was ninth. And Braxton Baldock rounded out your top 10 as we get ready to uncork, turn these young men loose, the 51 4-6 shaft class. The crafty veterans, they have been here, they've been training year-round.